Good morning, friends. Oh boy, today's topics are just all kinds of different little nuggets of things I've learned over my many years. I want to talk about the trolls on social media. I did a video on social media about, social media is not the devil. It is not a bad thing. But it's the way people use social media. That's the problem. So there literally are people who are very miserable people. For whatever reason, they've been scorned, hurt, crushed, angered, whatever their reasoning is. They come to social media to fight and make people miserable. When you're posting something and somebody's, making hateful comments on it, it's a reflection of who they are, not who you are. It's a reflection of what they're going through in the moment. It's a reflection of their short-sightedness, their anger, their misery, their unhappiness. What's interesting is all the people that will jump and attack and fight with this person. This person's looking for a fight when they comment. They need to fight somebody because they don't have anybody to fight about whatever it is that they're feeling in the moment. So they're taking it out on social media so other people will fight with them and argue with them. And we fall prey to it. We're like, how dare you talk bad about so-and-so's body? How dare you do such and such and such and such? That person made that comment knowing they were going to get an argument. They knew they were going to get a fight. I wonder what would happen if instead of attacking the attacker, because that's what they want, you actually showed them love instead. You seem unhappy. I can't imagine why you would attack somebody else if you were a happy person. Hope your day gets better. So take this same thought process in customer service. And I want y'all to think about the person that's yelling and screaming at the top of their lungs about something that made them mad. Let's use an example of Walmart. I watched a video about a lady that went to Walmart to return something to get it fixed, and it just did not go well for her, and she remained calm, she remained nice, and she did her darndest to just be polite to this poor lady who was trying to help her in a very poor way, right? So if I've got somebody coming at me, attacking me, dentist office is another great example. When I worked in the dentist office, people would come in and they'd be really angry about something. So what you got to do is find the unmet need. They're angry. There's an unmet need. They're angry. They're irritable. They're cranky. They're miserable. Like they're just not happy people. It's not our fault. How we handle them is up to us, right? So when somebody would come in very angry, I would first validate. Oh my gosh, I would be really upset if my doctor's appointment ran late too. I know your time is just as valuable. I think there was an emergency situation the dentist had to handle. If you don't mind hanging tight just a moment, let me run back and see what's going on. And then I'll come back and talk to you about that. Are you okay with that? First of all, I validated their feelings. I validated the fact that they're coming to me with it. I asked them, can I go check on what's going on and come back and report to you? Are you okay with that? I'm not just leaving them and abandoning them, right? Because sometimes you go to complain at customer service and they just walk away from you and you're like, well, what? Like, there are people who literally, you make a complaint and they roll their eyes, they walk away, and you're like, well, screw you too. Like, it just heightens somebody's anger. So I would come back and say, okay, definitely an emergency situation. And I'm sure if the dentist was in your mouth and had an emergency situation, you would want him to go ahead and handle it. The thing is, he's going to be another 20 to 30 minutes. I know your time is really valuable, and you may not want to wait, or you may not be able to wait. If you can wait, I'll go ahead and draft up a letter so that you can take it back to work and let them know why you're late. If you'd like me to do that, I'm happy to do that for you. If you can't wait, I will still write you a letter and let them know you have to come back. So am I rescheduling you, or do you want to try to wait and go ahead and do your appointment? That person is not going to be mad at me. That person is not going to like escalate. They're going to feel loved, cared about, and validated. This is a problem most of us make in customer service. This is a problem a lot of us make in our personal lives. We don't validate what our spouse says. We don't validate what our kids say first. Your kid comes up to you and says, I don't know why you won't let me go to so-and-so's house. Because I said so. Son, I know you're angry that I'm not letting you go to your friend's house. However, you know my role. I need to know the parents. I need to know a little bit about them, where they live, their address. I need to know they're there. I need to know that you're safe before I just let you go. And you've not let me meet this friend. I've not met this friend's parents. I know nothing about these people that you want to go with. So if the cops come to my house and say, what was the last thing your kid was wearing? Who were they with? Where were they? I have to say, I don't know. That's not sufficient parenting. So I have to know who you're with, where you are, and a little bit about them. I don't know that the parents aren't alcoholics. I don't know that the parents aren't on drugs. I don't know that the parents aren't sexual abusers or pedophiles. I don't know that the parents don't have a history of beating the snot out of their kids. Like, I need to know these people before I trust them with my kid. So when you're looking at these conversations that you need to have, validating people and in allowing them to have feelings, it's important that you are listening for the right cues to validate the people and what they're feeling. If y'all hadn't noticed, today's all about feelings and working with communicating and solving problems as opposed to creating problems. As opposed to escalating a person who's angry, you're de-escalating them by validating. And maybe it seems irrational to you. Maybe it seems crazy that this person's lost their mind. It may not even be about you that they're so mad. I can tell you're really angry and upset right now. Take a deep breath. Oh my gosh, you must have had a really bad morning. How can I make that better for you? Oh, that's what you need. Okay, now I don't know exactly how I can help you with that, but let me go see. Is it okay if I go check and see what I can do to help you with that? You're going to get a lot further along. Go be awesome.